Today I'm going to be sharing 5 things nearly all piano teachers wish their students knew about. I've been teaching piano for over 20 years, and these things apply to all students, no matter what age or level they're playing at. So if you're learning the piano right now, these are the 5 things your piano teacher wishes you knew. The first thing is we can hear a difference even if you can't. So when you play for your teacher at your next lesson, you might be thinking that they can't hear a difference or that it sounds the same as it did in your last lesson. You hear yourself play the same thing every day all week, and you might not notice incremental changes or improvements in your own playing. Your teacher will be able to tell that you have been working on it, and so believe them when they say that sounds better. The second thing is we do know that it probably sounds better when you play it at home. It's always easier to play it for yourself at home instead of in front of your teacher when you know that they're listening very closely to what you're playing. You also might be having a busy day and just coming to your lesson after feeling a little bit stressed out or anxious, and that can definitely affect the way that you play in front of your piano teacher. But don't worry, teachers have so much experience with that, and we know that you're not necessarily playing it the same way that you would play it for yourself at home. We can still tell all of the work that you've put into your playing, even if it's not the way that you want it to sound. So just try to relax and know that your teacher will give you suggestions based on how they know you can play it, even if it's not your best that day. The third thing we wish you knew is that we're not there to judge or evaluate you, even though it can feel that way sometimes. Instead, remember that your teacher is looking and listening for ways that they can help you improve your playing and reach all of your goals. I know how intimidating it can feel to play your piece for your teacher and everything is quiet and they're just sitting there not saying anything. Inside their head, they're probably not thinking, oh, that was not very good. Some of the things I tend to think about when my student is playing would be, oh, they really worked on the left hand hard this week. I think now it's ready to put hands together. Or that section is sounding really good. I think it's ready for pedal now. Or, oh, I really like the way they added the dynamics in this section. I'm going to make a note of that and let them know. So please try not to feel like you're being judged or critiqued too harshly. We really are there to help you the best we can. And also, we've all been there before taking lessons, and so we can relate and we know how you feel. The fourth thing is to try to remember that your teacher has a plan. So even though it might not make immediate sense to you why you're being assigned to do something, maybe there are some certain scales or some certain technical exercises or studies that your teacher is asking you to do, there's probably a good reason for it, and that has to do with your goal in the long term. So I know myself, I'll have it planned out several months in advance, just in order to make sure that my student reaches that goal. I might think about what technique is going to support them in learning this song. Or I might have a specific plan for meeting certain deadlines within the piece. For example, I'd really like to get all the notes learned by this date, and then I'd like to get the whole thing learned hands together by this date, so they have time to memorize it in time for that recital. So you might wonder about some of the things that your teacher is asking you to do or practice on a weekly basis, but if you do, just try to trust the process and know that your teacher has a plan and there's a reason that they're asking you to do that. The fifth thing that we wish you knew is that we can't read your mind, and we don't know always what you're thinking. If you have a question about something or don't fully understand something that your teacher is explaining to you, make sure you ask and find out the answers. When I was learning piano myself, for a long time, I was really shy and I didn't speak up and tell my teacher anything about what I enjoyed or didn't enjoy learning, or if I had any questions or suggestions myself. And later I learned she wasn't able to read my mind. She didn't actually know if I was enjoying something unless I said, hey, this is really fun, let's do more of this. Or No, actually, this isn't my favorite style of music. Maybe could we choose something else? Also, don't be afraid to speak up if you also have suggestions during learning a piece, such as, would it sound good if I accented this note a little bit more? Or do you think adding pedal to this piece would be good, or would it be too much? Make sure that you're honest with your teacher and you have conversations about the music all the time. That way you're both learning from each other and you're going to have the most enjoyable lesson possible. I would love to know, as a student, is there anything you wish your piano teacher knew? Let me know in the comments. And if you're looking for more videos to help support you on your piano journey, check out this playlist right here.